Hello. I don't know how many people's gonna make this, but I had to be accommodating to my special guest. She's going to be sharing with us her experiences and how she got wrangled into a bunch of scammers. So I've been posting all day things that she has sent me regarding her experiences. So I'm going to go ahead and invite her in. So just accept it when I sent it to you. All right. Hello.
There we are.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Welcome to Scam Safe Haven Live. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Good. That's all we can hope for, right?
Amen. Amen, darling. Amen.
So I've been posting a lot of things that you've been sending me the past few days so everybody can take a look at it. I appreciate you coming on to share your story. It's very helpful for other, I want to call them victims because that's what we are. But people.
Well, like you said, if we can help I've always said that. If I can help at least one person, we've done good. You know,
Yeah.
I've been trying to help people for, I guess the beginning on when it all started. I have a few girls here on Instagram who used to send me photos of someone who they were talking to. So I would do a reverse image for them.
Oh,
Yeah, reverse image. And 9 times out of 10, yeah, Instagram was very bad for me in the beginning.
yeah.
Very bad. I only came onto Instagram because one of the profiles that came from that dating site, a person was using Raphael Hoffman is his name, and he's a German model.
Mm.
This was all new to me, all new. And who the hell's that? Oh, I hope I don't get too many pop-ups. They're going to distract me. But anyway, he is a lovely man. I felt he had the right to know what was going on. He's a lovely man, married with kids, a very humble man. I said, and that's when all mine started.
Yeah.
Zook was my biggest downfall.
Oh.
Date site.
Mm-hmm.
That was my biggest downfall.
Well,
Of course, there was Hope, who you showed me.
You've had a lot of scammers reveal themselves to you, as have I.
I have. I've had ones that have told me the truth because they said that they could tell I was a kind person.
Mm.
Like I said, Michael, who I lost contact with because I had to change my Instagram account 3 times. I should have written down. He showed me how a fake video was done. I had ones that protected me, that never wanted to see me be hurt. And yeah.
It's hard to tell them apart. I've had about 5 do the reveal, and all but 2, it just started the scam over again. You know, it's
Yeah.
it,
Yeah. Yeah, I understand
they
that.
have girls.
I found that with Hope. As much as I want to believe in him, I don't want to be sorry in the process of doing it.
Well,
he wanted me to come over to Nigeria. I don't know. I told Solomon.
Yeah.
But I got my money back. So but unfortunately there's a lot of people out there that don't. But for those who tell me the truth, you know, but you've also got the other side of the coin. One who I did believe in, because we did do video calls quite often. I sent him money, $1,200. But in the meantime, he made a big mistake on TikTok with another woman proclaiming to be her husband-to-be. And
just
he was called,
another stage of the.
oh, sorry. And he referred to her as his queen. See, those words were meant for me, and all I could say was, what the hell? I had someone message me on WhatsApp. I don't know if it was her, but she wanted to know if I was still talking to him. I said I don't trust him anymore. He knew everything about me. Everything, and what I had been through.
They don't care.
No, they don't.
Reveal is just another stage of the scam. I mean, you could have been one of 5. The other.
Yes, I mean, he had over 3,000 followers. So, I mean, what do you do? What do you do? You learn your lesson the hard way, and you try and pick up your pieces along the way,
and try to break the habit of needing their attention.
But
breaking the habit is.
But who do you believe?
Nobody.
It's who do you believe?
One. I believe no one. You know, I believed in somebody that for 3 years I thought he was my.
I did too.
And then I find out he has a wife and kids and lied to me about everything.
I believed in George for 3 years.
That's a lot. That's my Shadrach, my husband. He called it the green snake in the grass. He said they are the most dangerous of all the scammers because they will be your friend for a year or 2 and then slam you with demands and money, and you're thinking, well, of course, he's my good friend. He's not scamming me. He said they're the most dangerous kinds of scammers, the ones that wait.
He also came through that date site.
Mm-hmm.
I had six of them. But George was the only one I thought was real. Yeah. Because he said that he lived not far from where I'm living now. I wasn't listening to anybody. All I know is how I felt. And people have got to understand you're not going to be judged. What you were feeling was real. But it's just unfortunate. It didn't happen the way you hoped it would be.
I have found it's the biggest heartbreak I've ever had, even in real life relationships, because I think it's because over a text message, you can share so much more than you would in person, that you become vulnerable and naked in what you've shared. And for them to take it and use it against you at a later time is horrible. I mean, I've been closer to the scammer online than I ever have in real life, because it's easy to confess your sins or to profess your dreams in a text message than face to face. So it's
that's true, but that's true. But I would give anything just for 1 minute to see who he really was. Just 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
He took away 3 years. 3 years I can't get back. I would like to look him in the face and say, why? Why? But there's no answers to why.
No, we will never get acknowledgement from them, or I'm sorry, we'll never hear any of them say, sorry that I hurt you. I acknowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Get vindication. Never. They'll deny it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll deny it forever.
Yeah, so
yeah, Rosanna's right. We will never get closure.
He was a costly reminder, and you wouldn't believe it. There were 2 with the same name. Same MO. They both lived in Malaysia. They were both into money laundering. Different voices. Even the George that I believed in said that he was the one who was making his name out to be bad, and using his name. And how could I entertain him knowing I knew it wasn't him?
Mm-hmm.
How could I entertain? Very true, but I did. and I came close to going to jail for 7 years.
Oh.
Yeah. That was a bitter pill to swallow.
Yeah. Yes. Same thing happened. Almost happened to me. Yeah. Once I realized what I was doing, I'm like, oh my God. I called the police. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Turn my.
See, I didn't in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know. But nobody does. I was naive. Yes, very naive. I didn't want to listen. No, I didn't. Even going to a psychiatrist saying that I wasn't living in a reality world. But that reality was mine. It may not be real to anybody else, but it was real to me.
Yeah, I've been there.
Have we got anybody else online here? Oh, where Jen is. A closure. Hey, Jen. Hey, girlfriend. Can she hear me if I say that?
Yeah, she can hear you.
Okay, cool. This is all new to me.
Yeah, so you got a message. It says, Suzanne, I wish we were friends sooner, doll, so you could see the red flag.
Now I'm looking. Yeah.
And Rosanna says hi. And says hi.
I probably still wouldn't have listened because, like I said, I wasn't listening to anybody else.
Right.
He even spoke to my mother.
Yeah, so did mine. Yeah.
And Mum was finally coming around. He said we were going to prove everybody wrong, but he proved everybody right.
Right.
And anyway, at TikTok at the moment, oh, it makes me bloody laugh. It really does. I mean, you saw all those Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. I've got just as many. It's
Yeah,
so
I'm sure you do. Keanu Reeves wannabes.
yeah.
I call them.
Well, I call him.
I say, will the real Keanu Reeves please stand up? I don't freaking think so.
Yeah, I call him Keanu Boys.
Just leave it there. I'm like, sorry. Yeah, TikTok's really bad. Very bad. But they don't do anything about it.
No, they don't.
They're not like Instagram, who are excellent. If I report somebody, I'll take a screenshot of the conversation. They're excellent of taking people down. It could be a couple of hours on the first day, second day, but by the third day they're gone. Yes. So they can't hurt anybody with their lives.
Not until they come up with another Instagram page.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That is very true.
I did post a how to be notified if a scammer that you previously talked to comes on into a different app. It works for me because I'll get notifications that, scammer has joined Telegram or scammer is on Snapchat. And sometimes you can go in the Snapchat and find out what the real name is.
Okay. I haven't got that one. No, I haven't got that. So we should get back to red flags. Red flags are oil Riggs, Army. The wife either cheated on them or died, has one child. Um, have I covered everything?
I think you have. And then the next step is, I love you. I love you.
Well, yeah, that doesn't
On
take
day
them long,
two.
does it?
Oh,
It doesn't take long.
names. A lot of Nigerians, I'm sorry to say Nigerians, but I'm going to use them as an example.
All right.
They don't understand how we name in the United States. So they usually come up with two first names instead of a last name, like Michael Scott or, James, it's
They have two Christian names.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. In
Yes.
that
Yes.
order.
Yes.
Because they put
Yes.
her name first. Like
Yes.
my husband's Ado Shedrick Shinadu. So, John Scott Marshall, that's a big red flag.
Yeah.
When they have names.
Yeah.
And they go by their last name. It's like, because they don't understand how our names work.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But I've been saying lately, I don't believe in anybody I can't see.
Yeah.
And I can't hear, especially seeing them. If they can't do video chat,
Yeah.
no. Anyone can do this day and age with technology, no matter where they are, what they do, they can always do video chat.
Exactly.
For longer than a minute.
Well, yeah.
Make it 10 minutes. 10 minutes of bloody good conversation. But
yeah,
if they can't do that, get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
People say I'm too honest for my own good, but that's all I know how to be.
Yeah.
And I expect them to do the same thing for me. If they're not going to be honest with me and tell me lies, which they will, bye-bye.
Yeah.
I'm not putting up with any shit. I think sometimes, too, they believe in what they do because they've been playing the part for so long. They've convinced themselves on what they're doing isn't wrong.
Well, that's because God has sent the victims to them. So it can't be wrong.
Well, all this God loving, tell them to go and read the damn Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote no Bible if you're not going to live by it.
I know a lot of scammers that go to church and they pray, and when they get a victim or a client, it was God sent.
It was God sent.
Yeah.
God sent. God sent you to scam as many people as you can. And then there comes karma.
Mm-hmm.
Karma's going to come by and bite them in the ass.
Yeah. I always tell them God is watching.
Yeah. God is my witness, so who's yours? Yeah. Who else we got? Remember God, they're God fearing. They're God fearing. So, I like to. No, I don't. I don't. Yeah, I know. Yes, a lot of Nigerians do believe in God. They go to church. Hallelujah. But you don't treat people the way they do.
Right.
Nobody would do it to them. So why hurt good people just to justify their means?
Mm-hmm.
No, two wrongs don't make a right. And what they do isn't right.
No, it isn't. And they hurt people.
They
Um,
do. They do.
suicide rate in the United States
Mm.
for victims of scam is almost 5%.
I mean, I'll admit I've tried. I have tried. Last March was the last time.
Do you think it's more shame and in believing, or because the love is fake?
I just don't want to be hurt anymore. I just don't want to hurt anymore. People deal with pain in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people won't talk about it either, especially if they're going to try and commit suicide. They won't. They won't. It's a silent nightmare that they go through.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. But it's not about me. It's about I want to get the word across. So go on.
How do we break the habit of continuously talking to scammers, continuously talking to people that DM us, breaking the habit?
How do we break the habit? That's a damn good question. I have been doing it way too long. I mean, you've been seeing that if I can get as much information on what the person is doing and saying, that's when I'll take the screenshot like I did.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to hook into my blimmin' Instagram account. He sent me a code through to my phone. No bloody way is that going to happen.
Right.
My third account, go off. And that's why I took the screenshot. And the stream card was $100 stream card that he showed me. So I'll do anything. I know they're not real. That much, and that's what people have got to realize. They're not real. And you don't fall in love with somebody at the drop of a damn hat just from words. It doesn't happen. Here's me saying this. It doesn't. When's the best time to tell a person you love them? Face to face. Face to face. Sure, they say beautiful words. but they're obviously saying it to so many. And I also think they have like a speed dial. I
Well,
don't know what
yeah,
I don't know what they call it when they've put down words, but you never saw them typing.
right, right.
You know,
It's a copy and paste. A
copy.
lot of copy and paste. A lot of love notes that I've gotten, I've searched the first two sentences on Google,
Oh,
and
oh,
they're already
really?
written.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that one as well. All right. Okay.
Most of them
Okay.
are on. Most of them are on Facebook. Love notes from around the world. 101 love letters. All they gotta do is just copy and paste, and they copy and paste it to all their clients. So everyone they're talking to gets the same thing. I had one send me all this talk about the submarine, and I'm like, submarine? What the hell are you talking about? And I searched it, and it was an old news story, and it had to do with all this talk about the submarine makes me want to make sure that I tell you how much I love you and all this crap. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He just sent it to the wrong person. He sent
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
and I put it on
Yeah.
Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else we got? Yes, most will want to see who they were all looked at. Yeah,
People need to drop.
make make sure who you're looking at is more than a minute. Is there?
Those who, if you are relying on a video call to confirm their love, I have video called my friend for 3 years before I found out he was a green snake in the grass. So
Yeah.
just because you video call them does not make them
No.
truthful.
No.
Yeah.
No. The one from the Ivory Coast, he was a good example.
Yeah. The bottom line is we're going to find love on the internet. We need to get out of our home. COVID really stifled our entertainment. We don't go to movies.
My entertainment is my four walls. That's my entertainment, unfortunately. But yes, you're right. You're right. If you've got friends, get out and go and look for somebody that you did. Just go.
I mean, I used to go to movies by myself. I used to go to lunch by myself. I do nothing now but hide in my apartment, and talk online.
Yeah, I'm the same.
The internet is no longer my boyfriend. I need to find a flesh blood person that. Now, I'm not saying that somebody that I meet at the park is going to be any less of a liar, but at least then I can look at them and see and make my own decision.
Yes.
And yes, people in real life do cheat. The only is the Nigerians, or I'm sorry, the scammers, they use your weaknesses to gain monetary advances.
They do. They do. They do.
I had one use the death of my husband and his last words of "Don't let me die in the hospital" against me, and told me that he had a younger brother dying of leukemia, and that he didn't want to die in the hospital. He wanted to take him home, but he owed like $6,000 worth of medical bills that they wouldn't let him leave. And I remember when it was happening, I was crying. I felt so bad for this young boy, because I did it to my husband. He just made me promise not to let him die in the hospital. That's all that I can think of for this kid. And it turns out it was fake. He had no brother. He used my story about my husband against me to get $6,000.
Yeah.
That about killed me. That about killed me.
Yes, and unfortunately, they will take advantage of unkindly situation.
Yeah.
Mine just all started after a home invasion, and that's when everything for me changed. I say I really don't want to talk about me. It's what happened. Yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
Um,
I think every victim, every client who becomes a victim has their own story that they suffer.
yes,
And
they do. Yes, they do.
that's what
And
makes
it's no more and no less than anybody
exactly.
else's, because
Exactly.
what happened to them was real and hurtful and painful, and you're going to be taken advantage. Good people always get hurt. Good
Yes,
people do. Good people get hurt.
yeah. And then we become, negative, and we become, antisocial
As
and
children.
scared of everybody.
Mm. Yes. So, what
Rose
else?
said,
What else are there signs?
Rosanna,
Sorry, darling.
you're a survivor, no more a victim.
Survivor?
That's what Rosanna just wrote.
Uh, uh, thank you, darling. Thank you, darling. I mean, I must admit, some days I don't feel like it.
I mean,
Um, you know,
I hear that.
there's always things that have happened to you that is going to trigger a memory.
Yeah. Yes.
And
That's PTSD.
that's when it breaks me. That's when it breaks me. I've been getting back to TikTok. I had someone view my profile on TikTok, George Kessler, and that's what his name was. When I saw that, anything. But thank you. Yeah. As I say, yesterday's gone, tomorrow is never promised. So live for today.
Yeah.
Live for today.
I always
I'm
say,
all
dance the last dance, sing the song, dance in the rain.
dancing in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Lift me up. Hold me
Yeah.
down. I'm a hopeless romantic. That's my problem.
Well, mine is, I was with my husband for 23 years. I met him when I was 18, and he was everything that made me who I am. And without him, I didn't know what to do.
Mm.
And I went on Twitter to complain about the cancellation of one of my favorite shows, and that was my first experience with the scammer. And I was vulnerable, and I was stupid, and I miss my husband. He would not have let me get myself into such situations.
Yeah. Say something in me that day of the home invasion just changed me completely.
Yeah,
It
or not.
just changed me um, to leave home Yeah, so that's when everything started. Going on Zoom. Don't ever go on any date site. They're all a bunch of freaking liars.
Or go to the golf course.
Right.
Try 5 minutes at the golf course.
Yeah, don't ever believe. So I had 5 of them come through my email address, and I didn't give any of them that information. None of them. So I don't know. No.
Well, somebody who has it gave it to somebody else, and he gets a percentage if he gets anything out of you.
Yeah, but I didn't give I never gave out that information on Zoom. No. Hope was one of them. We all both know Hope. There was, yeah. They're good. But
Well,
the worst one was Brian Murphy, the soldier, British soldier. But he told me he was Michael Ellis. Whooshka!
so the scammer reveal is another stage of the scam. It's a long game, and they video call you, and you think that they're real, and
Yeah.
break the habit.
Yeah.
Stop communicating with somebody who tried to scam you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just because he revealed and said the real me loves the real you, bullshit. You know, I'm sorry, but it's been my experience now that it's just a continuation of the original scam. It starts all over again.
Well, I also think too, a man should never ask a woman for money. Do you agree?
I agree.
They bloody well shouldn't. They're the man. They're meant to take care of the woman.
Yeah.
So,
yes, they are. So, you know, but before...
There's smoke on here, I'm gonna.
Yeah. I just know, oh my gosh, I've been dying for a cigarette and everybody gives me a hard time. I'm just like, ah.
Oh, light up. Who other treasures have we got?
The problem is, the problem is people wait too long.
Behind you.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said half the problem is by the time the scammer asks a woman for money, she's in love with them now. And she'll give it to him. And that's what's dangerous. It's, I knew him for 2 years before he asked me for money. And I thought nothing of it to send it. And then it was over and over and over again. And I'm just like, what the hell? And then, I told Shedrick about it. And he's all, green snake in the grass, baby. And I'm like, what? So that's where I learned that. That's what they call them in Nigeria. The long game, the green snake in the grass. The one that will be your friend for years and then plummet you. I think the guy got $2,000 out of me in a week.
Yeah. I was sent flowers.
I've gotten flowers, chocolates, pizza.
I've still got one rose. One rose I preserved. And my letters. One letter. But it all comes down to if you're able to go out with friends, and if a man comes up to you which and says, can I buy you a drink? Where are the gentlemen these days?
They're all married.
Where are they? All married.
But there's gotta be
Oh, yeah.
like, I'm getting to the point where my granddaughter was here last night and she had a friend spend the night, and her dad came, and I'm like, oh, he's got no ring on, he's single, and he was talking about going to Six Flags, and I'm like, well, if you ever want a carpool, let me know, I'm interested. It's like I just want human contact. I'm done with this internet shit. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Internet stuff.
yeah. So I got the family here, but I don't go anywhere else. They don't understand. They never have. Um, even with you, Jen, my mum said, can't you come out here? Because Jen invited me to Las Vegas with her and a
Oh,
friend.
I'm
Yeah,
right. I'm 8 hours away from Las Vegas.
a friend lives in Las Vegas. And I thought, yeah,
Why? Why not?
I'd love to. And my mum turned around and said, well, why can't you come out here? Why can't I have a life?
We had planned a trip to Barbados, about four of us that met on Scam Safe Haven, and it started to fall apart because one of the women suffered an aneurysm and was in a coma, so it just kind of fizzled out from there. But
Okay.
but yeah, it was like all of us who had met on my space. Car shows. Rosanna said we need to go to car shows. I say the golf course, but car shows, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't go anywhere.
We need to. We need to go somewhere.
Yeah, I definitely need to.
Yeah. A lot of
I'm
people,
growing old before my time. Ooh, did I say that? Yeah, car shows
it's pain.
bring car shows definitely do bring lots of men. They do. They do. They do. Just lean over a car that you're interested in and just ask them to pick out a few pointers. Get them talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to get out there. We've got it. COVID's over. We need to get offline and get out there.
That's
Whatever
very
we
true.
can do.
But I don't have any friends here to
Jen
do
is
that with.
saying that you're going to Las Vegas next year. That's what Jen
Next
just
year?
said.
When next year? Girlfriend, we are getting you to Las Vegas next year. I love that idea. I really do.
Rosanna, I go to the store and ask one to get something off the top shelf for me. That's cool. I know most people meet a gentleman at their workplace. I work at a residence for severely disabled adults, so I don't think I'm gonna meet anybody at my job. Yeah.
Oh, I did. I worked in aged care years ago.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the workers are young. You know.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
But I have reconnected with a high school boyfriend, and if he wasn't so flaky, he's supposed to come over this weekend. Never even heard from him.
Oh, shame. Shame. Yeah. I'd love to meet up with my first boyfriend when I was 16.
Yep, I met mine when I was 15.
Sweet 16.
Man,
Oh,
I looked good back then.
we were so naive, but we still are. But we're getting a bit off the beaten track. It's love to talk.
We are romantics.
Wow, nothing wrong with that. It makes us makes us more human.
Yeah.
Yeah. It means we feel a lot more than others.
Yeah.
What did I see? This world can be too cruel for people like us, because we do have a heart. We do care, and as I say, I wouldn't hurt anyone for the world. But why do they choose to hurt me for their own gain?
Because they don't care. They see it.
No, they don't.
On a website.
They don't care. No, they don't care. And the other thing was, if anybody's listening, if they tell you to go to Google Chat, WhatsApp, any other site, Telegram, I know Telegram very well.
Yep.
Don't do it. If they can't talk with you on Instagram, which does everything else, you can still video chat, you can still voice call, you can do everything that all those other sites can do.
The reason that they do that is because they're afraid that they'll lose contact with you when their Instagram gets blocked. Because it inevitably does.
Well, one of them was quite surprised when I said I blocked his, because I reversed imaged his photos, and it wasn't who he said he was. Yeah. He took them off somebody else's profile.
Yeah.
And I just said to him, he said, "Do you mean you reported my account?" Too right, I did. Too right, I did.
Yeah.
I said, if I don't lie to you, why should you lie to me about who you are?
Because they're scammers.
Yes, I know that. I know that. But
yep.
No.
We shouldn't be talking romance with anybody outside of our state, let alone our country. You know, it's like if there's not a ability to meet in person, then why bother?
True. True. I did, because he was meant to come back home 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
3 times.
Yeah.
3 times. Because he said he came from Brisbane. So the first year, that was when COVID hit. I even got my passport because that's what he asked me to get.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going to be using that passport, Jen. I got to. Yeah, he asked me to get the passport. He never asked to see it or anything like that. Some have.
Yeah.
Some have. Yes.
So we are reaching an hour.
Sorry?
So we're at the end of our hour. Is there any last words of wisdom or?
Well, yes, on like WhatsApp. I don't know about. I had that a while back. Google Chat, Telegram. Oh yes, you are gorgeous. I'm a toothless terror because my teeth got knocked out in the home invasion. So anyway, at least I don't fight hard.
It's easier to take the teeth out.
Well,
that's if you ever get them in person.
Yeah. Cost me $1,500. Anyway, yes, I definitely got to start saving, Jen. Definitely got to start saving. But at least I won't need to pay for accommodation. Is that right?
I think Rosanna just said we will be okay. I think we will be okay. I think the more
Everyone will be. Just if you know something, if you feel it in your gut that something's not right.
believe it.
Yeah. If you can't see that person, if a lot.
Just because they do a reveal
Yeah.
and now they're calling you does not
Believe.
mean that they're being truthful.
The only person you've got to believe in is yourself.
Oh, trust your gut. She said it the exact same time I said that.
Yeah. Sorry, I need my glasses to see that. No free rooms in Las Vegas, girl. We are all, we're all meeting up. Okay. Cool.
Thank you for sharing your wisdom and experience. And if we can reach one person, one woman or man, we can to not lose their fortune, their future, their retirement fund. If we can keep them from losing themselves, then we've done an okay.
Yeah.
We've done an okay.
How many do we have? Not many, did we?
Yep.
Oh.
A lot of them are ghosts. A lot of them are ghosts. After I post it, it'll say like 800 and something.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So there's only 3 that are actively showing who they are. But after I post it to the space, it'll show, 400 to 500. One had 900. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And say, if people are not sure about anybody, look me up on Instagram, send me the photo, and I can do a reverse image for you. And if I happen to find it, I'll take a screenshot and I'll show it to you. Just be safe. Be careful. Just be very careful.
Rosanna wants you to scam bait with her. I don't scam bait.
It's a what?
I don't scam bait.
Come scam. What's that?
Hunting down the scammers, getting them blocked.
I've already got a couple myself at the moment. That's how I was able to do the screenshots from that Keanu Reeves wannabe.
Yeah. I'm actually working on a post for that.
Sorry?
I'm working on a post for that. I tried to get it done before the live, but I ran out of time.
It's okay. It's okay.
It'll go up either today or tomorrow.
I know I should break away, but I've been doing it too long, way too long to give up now, to make people aware.
I went on a revenge against Keanu boys, and at one time I was texting 67 Keanu boys and getting them banned from Instagram one after the other. And there was so many that I had to change their name to something that reminded me of who they were. Love Poem Keanu, Dirty Talk Keanu, God Keanu, just, so I could remember who they were. And, that was when I was in for revenge, and I was not at peace. I'm at peace now, so.
I was out for revenge. I was out for revenge because I know all the people that took advantage of me do live in Brisbane.
Yeah.
But it's proving. I know how to prove it, but no one's willing to listen. Yeah.
I went on to Quora and opened up Scam Safe Haven as a space, and over 6,000 followers and 8 million views. I'm reaching somebody. I've got a great crew helping, and
good.
You're our best.
Good. Congratulations, darling. You're doing wonders. You're doing wonders.
Come on, join us.
Yeah.
I'll send you a I'll send you a link.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing your wisdom, your experience.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
We'll do this again.
We will. We will.
Thanks everybody who was here. We appreciate it. This will be posted on YouTube, and it'll go on Quora, and of course it'll be posted on the Scam Safe 101 on Instagram. Thank you.
Okay.
It was a pleasure.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.